All right, questions for Marcus? Start with John Corrales.
Hey, Marcus, obviously defense is where you hang your hat. What are you seeing defensively, the lapses that you're having, and how can they be fixed?
Just our attention to detail. We let guys do what we talked about prior to the game, not letting them do, getting into their bags and really getting to their spots and really getting to what they love to do. And then effort. Our effort just isn't there. We're dying on screens, me included. We're a step slow. We're confused, and we got to fix it. There's no way we shouldn't be able to guard, guys man to man, and we have to go to a zone because we can't guard. So it's definitely can be fixed, but it's going to take us to fix it.
Mark Murphy.
Hey, Marcus, does it grate on you a little bit that you guys have to go to a zone in those situations?
Not totally, but to a certain extent it does. Because we try to pride ourselves on being one of the best defensive teams in the league. We just ain't been up to part of it this season, so we're definitely disappointed ourselves. And the fact that we have to go zone, not out of more of a necessity, but more out of just because of the simple fact we just can't guard. And it's nothing that the other teams are doing. It's just us. We didn't even give ourselves a chance. Not saying that the San Antonio wasn't a good team. They definitely put the pressure on us, but we got to give a better effort than that. So it's definitely frustrating, but the good thing about this league is you get to turn around and redeem yourself. So we got another game tonight coming up because they're defending champs, and what better way to do it, to get back on track than tonight.
Chris Ryan.
Hey, Marcus, interested in your overall thoughts on the Celtics Lakers rivalry. And in some ways, does this seem to you like, the first Celtics Lakers, game, given that they're coming off a championship? You guys are trying to get there. Obviously, Kobe was there, but they weren't, contending at that point. Does this feel like, the first real Celtics Lakers type of matchup for you?
No. I mean, every time you play the Lakers, it don't matter where you at, you feel that that rivalry between the two iconic teams in this league, and for a good reason. They've done and paved the way and set a standard for both organizations of excellence. So when these two teams meet up, it doesn't matter where or when. It could be a preseason game, it could be a scrimmage. You're definitely going to feel that intensity of the rivalry of those two teams.
Bob Schron.
Thanks, Brandon. Hey, Marcus. Marcus, two-part question. Number one, tonight, the Lakers were unbeaten on the road until this week, so they come off of 2 losses. So do you expect their best punch? And then, your history with LeBron James, do you have a story or a specific memory that comes up regarding him? Thanks.
To answer your first question, we definitely expect their best shot tonight. We don't expect nothing less from those guys. That's the way that they've held themselves, and I don't think anybody else expects anything less from those guys. So, we know we have to come out and be ready because they're coming out swinging. And for us, it's just a couple of years ago in that Game 7 here, where LeBron took us on and pretty much put the daggers in us himself, and just remember him on me, lay down in the shot clock. I'm up in his grill and he takes a 30-footer fadeaway shot clock running down and he hits it. And, it just shows the type of the player that he is and playmaker that he is. It doesn't matter what moment of the game, he's always going to make those big plays. So, but we're definitely expecting their best punch, and we got to come out and give them ours. Sorry.
Abby Chin.
Marcus, what has this stretch been like for you guys with so many road games? And then does this stop at home? Does it feel like you even are at home, or does it feel like another road game as you head out on another long road trip?
It doesn't really feel like we're home. It's just a pit stop. in a sense, it does feel like a road game because we're only here for a few days and then we're back out. And this little stretch it's been tough. Tough on us physically, tough on us mentally. And I think that's anybody. Coach, you heard him, Brad, talk this whole season about hitting curveballs, and we've had a lot of curveballs. We have guys that got hit into the COVID protocol and missed a few games, and then they have to come back and try to get a rhythm, and it's a lot that goes into it. But we're doing the best we can to manage it. We have each other, we lean on each other, and we come out and try to make the best of the opportunities that we have.
Final question for Marcus. Mark D'Amico.
Hey, Marcus, you talked about attention to detail and effort defensively. Sometimes teams get a month, 2 months into the season and they're just not going to be able to change certain trends. Why do you believe that you guys can change those trends in those two particular categories that you outlined from a defensive perspective?
We've been here before. This isn't the first time when we started off slow, especially early on in the season. And we haven't figured it out and what's going on and why is our defense this? And then, we turn it around, and not only that, we have a group of guys who pride themselves, on attention to detail. So for us not to be able to go out there and pay close attention to that and follow the game plan, that's it's disappointing to us. So, we know we have a lot to fix in the aspect of the way we played on that defensive end. We know it. We know we're going to come out and we know we're going to play as hard as we can just to get back on track.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you.